kind of wait before we get into a lot of questioning because I think a lot of people would benefit from your journey, man, your story, because I know I learned a heck of a lot in the short time I was around you, man. And I thank you for just being available for me at the time when I was coming through my transition, cause
Oh yeah, man. I
it
think that's why we all go through what we go through. For
yeah,
somebody else coming behind us, because somebody gonna be behind us and somebody behind them.
right,
You know.
right, right. And hey man, my I got offered a job at the radio station. My boy got a they got a he gets him and his partner started a radio station in New York. Man, they paid $650,000 for that joker, and then they got one in Waco. But I can't reroute and move. So
Wow.
my thing is, if I get this type of platform rolling, I can have a segment. You know what I mean?
Right.
Have
Right.
have a segment on the radio station and still be doing what I'm doing right now. Uh, I took the time to invest in a lot of stuff, man. Invest in a lot of equipment, man, and really try to keep it going. And throughout all adversities, and I lost a lot, but shoot, I tried to keep it
You ain't.
going. I know it. Yeah,
You
exactly.
ain't, man.
I
Cause
know it. I know
I
it,
can
man.
tell you something about losing some stuff.
I know you have. You wouldn't be where you are had you not learned from your losses. You know what I mean? Losing stuff is part of the process because when you make it over the hump, you gain and earn more wisdom,
Right.
more knowledge, more understanding, and more stuff. Because now you know the stuff don't really matter to you, but you like to surround yourself with nice stuff because you deserve it from being able to get over those hurdles.
And now my clients, most of my clients that you see me training,
Right.
man, they all off the chain. Well, they gotta be to pay me. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. And to keep up with your program because you got a heck of a program. What you do, the things that you share with people, they work. And I'm a living testament of it. They work. And even, sometimes you may find yourself getting off track a little bit, but as long as you apply the application, you can always save the grace in it. I
You
remember
big back.
I remember when I came first when you say, well, yeah, you know how to lose the weight now. So now it's about getting the method, of actually training to obtain it and keep everything together. And I'm at the shop, man, working and cutting hair, and a lot of people be, man, you 50. I'm like, this is really, I'm really even not how 50 should be looking. 50 doesn't look bad when you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So,
You 50, man?
oh yeah, yeah, I'm like right under you, right
Oh
under
man,
you.
I know that.
Yeah, remember when I came, I was like, I think I was 47 or 48. You was like 49, 49, 48. I was
Right.
47.
Right. You forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, man. I've been just doing my little detox and my little cleansing and stuff like that. But I just took on a job with the guy that he's starting his own gym out here. He pretty, ambitious and things like that. And from me having a concept of just general, ideas of how things work and a little experience in the fitness that I learned from you, and as well as my brother. Uh, he got a nice facility out there in Jersey Village. And I went back in and took another training. That's why I was hitting you up to ask you, which one did you, think
Right.
was good. And I like to use those the bars. I like a lot of the calisthenics and stuff like that. But
Right.
I do enjoy weights. He got a nice little setup over there, man. He got a nice setup. He was a big guy, he was a heavy guy, and he got it together and lost a lot of weight. He competing. He looked nice, man. Uh,
That's what's up.
so I'm going in over there with him, and I'm actually on the roster, but I'll be probably starting next week because I wanted to get all of these things set up so that I can be over there with him, actually continuing to go live and interview and take some people's journeys online so that they can be a motivation and be seen, about how they developing and stuff like that. And that's
That's
why,
pretty good, man. Because most of the journeys is what attract people, man. Because everybody got
right,
some kind of journey, man.
right, right.
Yeah. So that
And
journey is a beast.
sometime when y'all going through y'all end over there, just zap up on it like this, and we can get those people via the platform because there's gonna be many other platforms open up. But right now, while I'm available, I'm trying to make it to where this is something that we can do, to utilize, what's going on. But I want to ask you some questions. So I know that what got you started, what attracted you to the fitness training? Because I know you were in college, you were taking like music, right? You was
Right.
a guitar badass, right?
When I was in college, man, because I play a couple of instruments, so I was in music, and I was in the Ocean of Soul marching band, man. I played saxophone,
Mm-hmm.
play a little drums.
Okay.
I got like 7 bass guitars upstairs, so I love bass.
Right.
But what attracted me to fitness was one day I was just walking, man, on the field, and this chick say, "Man, you fine." She just kept on going. She didn't say
Right.
nothing
Right.
off or nothing.
Right.
She gave me a compliment. She said, "You fine." And man, that when she said that,
That's all it took.
what she say that for?
Right.
I don't even know who she is. I don't even
Right.
know what she look like.
Right.
I know I had some short. Back in the day we had them short shorts.
Right. Right.
And man, when she said that, I said, "You think I'm fine now? I'm finna show you how
I'm
to be fine."
finna pour it on now.
And I've been working out ever since, man. So I started working out at 18.
Right. Right.
And eventually got my own gym, man. Got certified. I had a
Okay.
lot of friends back then, so I can motivate people. And they said, "Man, you
Right.
need to go and get certified."
Right.
I went on and did it, man, and
Ain't looked
I
back
ain't
since.
never looked back, dog.
Which is like what, 20 years now? 18, 20 years now?
Nah, man, I'm 22 years.
Okay, wow.
I opened my first gym in '98.
And you one of the, if not the, one of the first black gym owners in Houston. I know it's probably been a couple.
Franchise, man, in Houston, yeah.
Exactly. I mean, because I haven't seen too many. I have seen some come after you, and I've seen some come in the midpoint of you, but I don't remember. Now, maybe wasn't in the loop or in the mindset of it back then, but I don't recall it being many black gyms that's
Yeah,
operate.
it was like back in the day. It was this lady named Barbara Guthrie,
Mm-hmm.
way back in the day. And she
Mm-hmm.
said, "I ain't never heard of you."
Right.
When I met her, she said, "I ain't never heard of you. I ain't never heard of you. Where you from? Blah blah
Mm-hmm.
blah." And she said, "If I ain't never heard of you, you ain't doing enough."
Right. You had to turn it up then, huh?
So I took that to heart. I don't take stuff negative. I
Right.
take stuff on a whole nother level.
Right.
If you listen to him
Right.
way back in something like that,
Right.
named Barbara Guthrie.
Right.
But I'm the first black franchise with more than one gym, the same kind of
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, man,
And
I
that's
just been around real positive people,
right.
but I just took it positive. You can't
Right.
take when people say stuff. People take stuff so negative or quick to be offended and all that. Nah, I ain't
Right.
in my house. I'm trying to get it done.
Trying to get it done. And man, and your gyms be nice. And you have your own products and stuff too. Cause I remember that, yeah, you got the protein and stuff like that.
Man, I got fat burners, protein, detox.
All that. Clothes. Got your clothes. Hey man, I'm telling you, I got a lot of grind from you, man. A lot of my grind. Now I'm a grinder, but when I see somebody that's doing, like you said, when that girl said you fine, when I saw how you operate, man, I got inspired times 10 beyond just working out, just
Right.
into the mindset of entrepreneurship, ownership, making a way available for others, because your blueprint is your business allows the trainers to be their own business as well. It allows them.
When I started, man, I was around. I don't want to say a lot of haters. When
Mm-hmm.
I was training, I had a lot of clients, but I had to use somebody else's gym.
Right.
So if I ever got my own gym, this is how I'm going to do it.
Right.
And you don't have to be up under me or make me feel some type of way because
Right.
that body name. You can just be like booth rent.
Right.
A lot of
Right.
bars and
Like the barbershop. That's why I was able to relate to it so well.
Rent.
Right.
You can have your own name because
Do
the
your-
bigger picture is independence, entrepreneur,
Right.
having options.
You know, a lot of
That same concept.
right. A lot of people can't, because I remember I asked you a question. I said, man, why won't people just fall in? Why do everybody got to try to go and reinvent the wheel when all you got to do is this? You know, I mean, all you got to do is this. And if you
got that mentality of I'm gonna do my own thing, right?
right,
Own thing. guy named Carlos Blackwell about my first gym.
Mm-hmm.
He taught me some stuff. He said, man, I can teach you how to have your own gym. You make $20,000 a month. You
Right.
don't have no treadmills in the gym.
Nothing.
How you don't have no treadmills? How you have a gym and making this kind of money? Man, and I just listened to what he said.
Yeah.
He said, man, if you just do what I say, I guarantee you can make $20,000 a month.
Right.
You can do this. But you gotta be able to do it. So I had to listen. First thing I had to do, man, was humble.
Humble.
myself,
Exactly.
man.
Right.
Their own thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, one of the things that kill people is
They don't humble themselves. Right.
you gotta learn enough. If you don't have enough information, you're gonna struggle. That's with anything.
You know what I learned too? The big part about what people don't understand when you say my own, it's still people connected to it.
Right.
So even though it's yours in the beginning, it's never really yours. Because like you said with the guy that showed you the gym, he had to give you those jewels. He didn't have to tell you that. He could have really sold you a lemon and just walked away grinning and laughing, left you on your own. But he knew that with the gym comes the information if you're going to be able to take it to that next level. You got to have certain seeds. You got to have certain things. And I'm sure that started, man, because hey, man, I ain't a hater to nothing. I'm an appreciator because I feel like if I can see you doing something that works, it inspires me to go and try and do whatever I'm going to do. It ain't got to necessarily be what you doing, but if anything I see somebody doing that works, it don't necessarily have to be I have to go get in your field. Just have that attitude, you know?
And one thing I learned from a couple of my mentors is from the guy that sold me the gym, Carlos Blackwell.
Mm-hmm.
He said, man, before you change the name of the gym, keep it like it is because people are used to my name. My name.
Right. That makes all the sense.
Keep the name. So I kept the name. I always wanted my own name, but I kept his name for like 5 years, like he said.
Right. To build that 20,000.
Right. And then another mentor said, before you can master something, you got to be slaved by it.
Right. Yeah.
When he said that, man,
it has to master.
Stuff spiritual. So before you can master something, really be good, you're gonna have to go through the tests, through the trials, through the situation. You got to be beat up by it. Even if you want your body on a certain level, you got to go through certain.
You got to go through it, man.
Go through exercise, deny yourself, no sugar.
That's right.
All of that.
That's
so
right.
I took all that to heart, man, and just applied it, and that was it, man.
And that's how it comes, man. And after it gets to be repetitious, you applying those principles, and then that's where the thing comes in. All things, apply it to all things, and then once you start realizing what it is, it becomes a greater situation for you. Because now, man, I didn't know all the time it was right here, but we was so busy into ourself doing my own. And that reminds me how the little kids when they like 2-3 years, I'm doing my own, but you don't know how. You just got energy. You really don't know how. You just got energy.
Right. And that's what pushed me away from certain people that don't like to listen.
Right.
If you don't listen, I already know where you're going.
They going backwards.
Like to listen and not see what you.
They going backwards.
A tigress, and what it takes you to be more of a dragon.
Right. Exactly. Cause that be that hater. That's that hater coming out. The hater is the fire breathing dragon. And what I've learned through the realm of psychology is people despise others who are doing something because it's not them. It could be them, but and that's how a person. It's almost like a mental or verbal bully mentality. You don't like me doing it because you don't see me as the person or the type of person that should be doing it. But you don't see yourself as that type or you would be doing it. So in other words, stop hating me and get over there and do it yourself. And when you need a little help, just ask me. You know what I'm saying? But people like to.
Another thing I got coming up, like next month, we get ready to compete, right? Because we do the powerlifting, the bodybuilding, all this kind of stuff.
Okay.
My goal now is just to reach as many people as I can reach.
Right.
In this fitness thing. So I got Hispanic, white.
Okay.
Czechoslovak. I got a girl from Norway.
Right.
I got all types of people, but we all under one fat body. We all under team fat body.
Okay. Right.
We all got one goal, and that's to win and come together.
Exactly.
I competed last year, and I had 14 first and one second, third.
Right, right. Okay.
Everybody got first because they all we strategize and we real strategic on who we're gonna compete against and what we gotta do,
Right.
and we do it as a team. That's
As
all
a
I'm
team.
focusing on now,
Hey man,
and that's how you become great, man.
that's the only way you become great. Did you get a chance? I don't know if you got a chance to listen at that little clip I sent you.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
took I
I
that's
checked
you.
it out.
That's you. That's at the end. That's you. And you know, right now it's three people, including yourself, that I really respect and admire. Three black men that I see as three black men that make a difference from your perspectives of life. And each one of y'all in different things. One of them is Carlos. And I was surprised how uh I didn't know you knew Carlos. Carlos Wallet. Yeah,
So,
Carlos. Yeah,
so
so yeah. I didn't
yeah,
see I didn't
my
it,
boy.
I know, and I'm now I know. I didn't know you knew Carlos because at the time I was getting back out because I used to do music
Hmm.
back in the day, and I was out on the circuit a lot with Rap a Lot and all of the people, and that's where my boy come in. I told you about that's over there took Chris Brown them platinum. I mean, 1 billion streams. He's responsible for the Yo Gottis and the all of the anybody who doing anything in the industry. He had his hand in it, and I was on the music circuit and stuff, and so I thought this time around, after going through my, loop, I was gonna just make my lyrical transition poetic. So,
Hmm. Hmm.
I was starting my right now my live stream show, and I went and interviewed. I sought out and got with Carlos, and he allowed me an interview, and I sit and we talked, and it was like, yeah, okay. I didn't know that he was participating in the gym with you, the other side of the
Right.
gym, and then I seen the girl out one night that rides the motorcycle, the pink motorcycle. That's a trainer over there.
Alicia.
Yeah,
Alicia, one of my
and I
trainers in my
yeah
own gym.
yeah,
Yeah.
see, and I was like, whoa, wait a minute. So all of it tied back in. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't know he knew you. So I'm gonna be bringing him up also, and I'm gonna be doing an interview with him. But y'all three guys that I really respect, and admire for your drive and hustle, going against all odds as black men. And that's Carlos Wallace, that's you, John Mitchell, and Lester Pace, my boy. And it's a lot of other people in the poetry realm that I know that are from other walks of life that work with Carlos. So, and it's other people that I run across in the fitness world that have trained at your gym and stuff. So I'm like, wow, that's so it's a lot of things that go full circle that I didn't know that each person knew each other. You know what I mean?
Right. Right.
Um,
Right.
I have a organization that I'm gonna be affiliated with. They called the Rich Way, and one of the guys that's operating it and running the CEO, he's from Houston, and he played some. His name is I don't want to say the wrong name because I've been being brought in by way of others who are members, but it's the Rich Way, and they're gonna be having a event coming up. I think this month on the
Hmm.
somewhere 19th or something like that, and they do a lot of getting people together on their uh, entrepreneurship, if you will, and they do a lot of stuff for nonprofits. Like right now, they raising shoes and stuff for the homeless people, that don't have shoes and clothes and stuff like that. And a lot of them are book writers, and they do other little things. So I'm gonna be bringing them in as well as the time goes on into the stream to get those informations out. But yeah, you and Carlos, man, and y'all some brothers that I really y'all the blueprint. Y'all like the Jordan, the Magic, and the Shaq or the business. I'm for real. Yeah, I pay. I know. I've learned a long time ago. If you're gonna be great, you gotta walk, talk, and act like the great. And to me, you three guys are great because y'all at the top of the pinnacle. So I always felt that if I'm going to do this type of thing, I want to start with the best because the best sets the tone for everyone to come after. You see what I'm saying? I don't want to put
Right.
the horse before the carriage before the horse. So, you know, um, I ain't been seeing you do nothing but build, man, since I know you. Just build, 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 build. I mean, on steady
Man,
foundation.
man, I'm getting ready, and I ain't really told nobody because I don't really do a lot of talking unless
Right,
I got something to say, right?
right, right.
But I'm working on something, and I haven't even put it out yet. But before I go there, I want to say this about Carlos. Man, I love that dude. That dude there is straight 100.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, you know, one of my old trainers, I got trainers that open their own gym.
Right. Mm-hmm.
Because I ain't going to hold you back.
Right.
Sophie is like one of my best trainers,
Mm-hmm.
smartest trainer. She got a lot of good skills on stuff she do. So she got a women's health and fitness center. They call it the Pink Room.
Okay.
They thing. And Carlos, they teamed up together. So they support each other.
Right.
You know, and if he's supporting her, and I'm gonna support him, and
right.
Her, and
right. That's the
keep it going, man.
that
Every
that
time one of them do something, I'm gonna be there.
that's that team you was talking about.
Yeah,
team.
That's it, man.
And then
Go ahead.
No, you go. It's on you. I'm talking to interview you.
God, when God bless you with something, man, and He give you a foundation and a strategy and the will to do something, man.
Yeah.
Give it your all, man. Be the vessel.
Exactly.
Be the best vessel. Man, you ain't got to do nothing. Just wait for the blessing.
Just wait for the blessing. Exactly. That's right. Oh, that's what it's all about. And that's what I witnessed in you. I've seen that. Because, you know, I've been around and you make loud moves quietly. I learned so much from you and you didn't even have to say too many things. Actually, this is the most we've talked, but I've learned and gained so much from just being around your instruction. You see what I'm saying? Real instructions don't need a lot of words. You know what I mean? Real instructions do not need a lot of words because then you're getting in the way of the instruction. So, you know.
That's what T.D. Jakes was taught me yesterday. He was saying, like, good leaders can bring all types of people together.
That's right. Yeah, exactly.
A leader ain't got to do a whole lot of hoopla, talking, blah, blah, blah.
That's right. That's right.
A leader can connect with all types of people, and they can pull them together. And
right.
Saying, but like 3-4 words. So,
right.
Man, I be challenging myself, man. But what I was getting ready to say was, this year, you know, I got an opportunity to get another space because now I'm tapping into not just the training and all that stuff.
Right.
Dancing. I got a lot of female dance instructors, stuff like that, right?
Okay.
So when stuff come to me, I'm always trying to see how can I help them? How can I help them?
Right.
Still have free time and lay on my couch.
Right.
How can I help them? But I ain't stretching myself thin.
Right.
Because I work a long time. I ain't trying to do a whole lot of work. So
right.
I work even more strategic.
Right.
So I'm getting ready to get this space for 3 or 4 dancers.
Mm-hmm.
They dance instructors. So I'm going to sublease it out to them.
Right.
So it's going to be Fat Body Dance Studio or whatever we're going to call it.
Okay.
But I got some serious instructors and some good girls and they are beasts. They
right.
praise dance,
right.
R&B, every type of dance.
All that. Oh man.
So we getting ready to have like a little mall. We're going to get another part of the strip center and promote them.
Okay.
Help them with that whole branch of dance now.
Right. That's a major move there, man. That's a lot. That's a lot.
It's like 5,000 square feet, man.
Right. I mean, well, I know how you do it. That's how you do it. I ain't seen you do too many small things, and they all pan out to be big things. So
it's been coming, man.
That's good, man.
Let me get this house, man. It ain't about no material stuff. I don't really be tripping on no material.
Right.
Just stuff.
Right.
But you things on how to do and what to do and
right.
how to humble yourself and wait and be patient and smile
right.
and shake the hater's hand and then help them and then feed them, then drop them off, then give them some money.
Right. That's the thing that's what brings the stuff. Because now you radiating on the energy, like a magnet. It's got to come to you. It's like it's like in the story of Jesus, how people wanted to just be close. Because a hater can't hate you when you are showing unadulterated, any type of, it ain't no hate on your part. It's just love. I'm coming here and just, regardless of what you say, I know you saying what you say only because you don't understand. Because if you understood, you wouldn't be saying that. And if you did understand, you'd be loving and respecting the fact that somebody is paving a way for you to be able to come back and do this, who ain't even got you in mind, but you're going to benefit anyway, just by the moves that's being made. All you got to do is not hate, because when you hate, you miss out on so much.
Man,
you miss out on so much, man. And
ex-trainer of mine, and how she didn't get it. She got to be around people that treat her good. She got to be around people that make her happy.
Right.
And I said, when I leave my house, I don't really care about who make me happy or who
man.
best interest at heart, because I got to be kind of like 007.
That's right.
You
incognito.
You
you got to adapting. You have to be able to adapt. You first of all, This is what I've learned. Life is like itself running a business.
Right.
You are your business. So everywhere you go, you got to be about your business. So it's almost like working at a store, working at a restaurant. When a customer comes in, they're right. So what you have to do is turn and reach to the person who's up with more authority than you, and they're going to always come and make it available for the customer to get what they're trying to get. But now you put that in the position, not saying every person, but in that mindset, that was just a person of principle handling a hater. Because a lot of times it be some nonsense that somebody going off on, trying to get the clerk or cashier to fall off they note and pull them in. You know what I mean? But
Right.
when you know what if everything flows smooth. You don't have to worry about things because when you do, I learned when you do stuff for people without a string tied to it or not looking for anything back, people are
Expectations.
right. Things come around for you. Things happen.
Yeah,
Question.
because you're the vessel. You're the
Right.
vessel, and God got to get the glory, and God is the one that really bless you. You will bless you.
Exactly. Exactly.
He gonna send you through the forest. He
Right.
gonna send you through the hater street. He
Right.
gonna send you all through there, but He give you the blessing. It depends on how you handle
How
yourself.
you
And
handle
I
yourself.
don't want them getting over on me. People can't get over on me. Can't nobody get over on me. People
Right.
get over on you all the time.
All the time.
But what
All the
what
time.
level of really getting over? At the end of the day, what was your goal? What did you accomplish?
Right.
Everybody, if they got over on you, or did you really get that house or that
Right.
building
Right.
or that money or whatever you're
Right.
trying to get? So
Right.
why you? One thing I learned from Jay Z, he said, Jay Z said, "Man, I'm not gonna work to get up the hill and get up this ladder and keep grinding, doing all I gotta do. And then I see somebody talk bad about me, and I gotta run all the way back down the hill,
Right. And pull
step
them
on
up.
the hand,
And
then I
pull
gotta
them.
work my way right back up the hill just because
Right.
I need to entertain what somebody said about me.
Right. Right.
And I ain't even halfway on that level. So if I can take that mindset and do what I need to do, I ain't finna focus on nobody that ain't really got nothing or going nowhere
Exact.
to show them,
Exact.
don't be mad at me, don't treat me like that.
That's in the equally yoked department. Just dealing with like-minded people. Because most people want to know what's in it for me. That's if it ain't nothing in it for me right now, they don't want to do nothing. And sometimes it's not anything in it for you right now, but the joy of serving and doing. Because after you apply that and sow that, you're gonna get what's necessary for you to have as you go along. Constantly applying that principle, but you can't stop and say, "Oh, I did that for you," and I did. And it's not about just going and doing things for people who are not in the mind of the realm of receiving or understanding. I mean, to the degree you do, but you don't just run around just willy nilly, just wasting and spinning yourself in the wind. But you have to put in unpaid work sometime in order to be
Right.
able to reach the level that you're trying to go to of being paid.
And that's what I'm telling my boys right before we got on this call. My
Mm-hmm.
boys upstairs right now.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, I mean, they see how I do, they see what I do. They're
Mm-hmm.
not really into fitness and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
I'm trying to teach them strategies and positioning.
Right.
Positioning is real powerful.
Yes.
You can't really see positioning when you first do it.
Right.
So one of the things that I do is I pray before I even get started on the journey, on the mission. So one of the things we do, because we're always thankful for our food, we thankful for all this stuff.
Right.
So we're gonna start praying more together. Ask God for what you want.
Right.
Be thankful. You apologize for what you didn't do, for what you're not, where
Right.
you're trying to go. All of that. You come to God in your own way. You ain't gotta do my prayer.
Do my prayer. Right.
On
Right.
a consistent basis, we finna start talking to God more together.
Right.
Do it by themselves. But I want to
Together.
even tighter, and we need to just reach out. And I need you because they already get intimidated. See, when you don't do something on a regular, then you do it in front of people.
Right.
You get nervous.
Right. Exactly.
My boys, you ain't gotta be nervous. This your prayer.
Right.
This your prayer. Don't try to focus on my prayer. I'm
Right.
50 years older than y'all.
Right.
So but I want you to build your own relationship because
Mm-hmm.
they in college now. And they getting ready to hit a journey that they know not of.
Right.
So I want to get them all the tools
That they
I
need.
can possibly think of.
Right.
Because they're gonna have to handle it by themselves one day.
Hey man, it's ironic that you said that because I'll use the analogy that at the table. You know how most modern families, everybody eat somewhere else around the house.
Right.
But you got that table in the dining room that hardly gets any play. And it's
Right.
got at least 6 to 8 chairs all the way around it.
Right.
And that is how your concept of the Last Supper. Because how at the end of your day, everybody is supposed to be at that table for supper, discussing. Well, little Johnny, little Billy, what was happening today with you at school? Well, the bully story, the bully, and I did this. I seen this girl. Okay, because you know when people are eating, they're the most joyous. Everybody opens up and a little bit freer. That's why when you watch television, you see most of the families are at that table and they're discussing because they're interacting with each other, trying to understand. Because now the cliche comes in: nobody, you ain't supposed to go to bed mad. You're supposed to go to bed with your problem solved. So your dad is at the head of the table, mama, if present, or vice versa, or if one, still the table's supposed to be utilized and not eating on the run. Because now it's like you on your own. You running on your own and you got all of this help at home at the table. That's why they say it starts at home. Because when we have that Last Supper and break that bread together, you're supposed to lay down. And then now, again, the business of our family life, our life and our family is like business. Because you, let's just take you for example. You are the corporation. You. And all of the kids under the father are the agents and the subsidiaries. Because if any one of our children go outside and do something in the public, the law enforcement or the outsiders are going to come to the head of the household, to the head of that corporation and say, well, agent such and such, or your little subsidiary, son, manager, whoever, he did this, that, and that. And now it falls on you. And we have to take care of those things. But when we about, like even Jesus said, I'm about my Father's business. I'm about my Father's business. So it's business, and really it's never personal. And once we learn how to interact with each other and we handle our business with and for each other, we don't have to worry about emotions and personality conflicts and all that, because we too busy handling business. You know what I mean?
And
So
as I was looking at that, because as you said, the table and all that, so the Last Supper and all that, if you look at it today, because most people I train, they got the dining room table set up. It's so nice looking, they don't want to mess it up.
right. Nobody sit there.
Decoration.
It's a pretty table.
It's a pretty table, but it's a lonely table.
It's a lonely table.
It's just sitting there.
And
I said, we ain't gonna do that, because God can bless you with the stuff.
Right.
You get caught up with stuff that you don't have no substance.
Right. And it's at that table.
That's not for the beat.
That's why the table is where you sit and pray over your food. And you eat and you taking in, you know what I mean, the communion, you eating and you being married with each other. All that goes into that table. But a lot of us, we miss that. A lot of people miss that opportunity to learn that, because the family structure has been divided and broken. So the table, everybody outside eating on the run. You know what I mean?
Right. Eating on the run.
You know, yeah. And the kids eating out the microwave. So, you know, bringing that, that's why I like when you say teamwork. You say teamwork. It's all about teamwork. And once we realize that it's about teamwork, whether you're on the same team or not, you're a part of the team if you bringing something to the table. That's what they say, bring it to the table. Right. Bring it to the table. So now I want to ask, what's the name of the book, man? I want to plug that book, man. I want to get that information on that book, because I think that book is a necessary thing.
Yeah, the book is called, the title of the book is Finding Your Purpose Through Failure.
Okay.
Finding Your Purpose. I don't know if you see it.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah, hold it up a little bit. Hold up. Bring it to the left a little bit. Oh, you on the right? Okay, yeah. Find it. I can see it now. Finding your purpose through failure. Okay.
God's bigger than your strongest weakness.
Okay.
Finding your purpose through failure, because I made a lot of mistakes.
Right.
But me making my mistakes and accepting them and being better showed me my purpose.
Right.
I wanted to make people stronger. That was my prayer.
Right.
I wanted to make people stronger. Most people thought it was through the gym working out.
Right. But it was really about purpose.
Working out. It was when we had Bible study at the gym. We did all kind of stuff. The gym is a multi-purpose type center.
Right.
You got all kind of people getting stronger, and they're not perfect.
Right.
They're finding their purpose through what He let me use.
Man. Right. Through the gym. Right. I like that. Where can they find? Where can they find it? You want to shout out where they can find the book at? Where they can get it?
Yeah, you can get it on Kindle.
Kindle.
It's on
Okay.
Kindle, and
Okay.
it's what's the other one?
Amazon.
Amazon.
Okay. Now,
Yeah, Finding Your Purpose Through Failure.
okay, that's John Mitchell,
John,
author.
and you can I can even meet you because a lot of people want me to sign it. You
Yeah.
know, I'm humble, man. Just because
Okay.
somebody wants the book, we'll meet.
Okay.
You know,
That's what's up.
I can meet you too, or mail it. I mailed it out to certain people if we just too far to drive
Okay.
to meet.
Okay.
I mail it to you. So I'm more of a hands-on
Hands
person
on. Right. Right. Right.
type person instead of just here buy my book. That's it. Buy my book. I
Right.
don't really.
Question: Have you ever thought of audiobook?
No, that's the next thing because somebody else came to me
Yeah,
with
because
go ahead.
people why people who are commuting on the bus, train, or working out, it can be that favorite part in the book where they
Right,
listen to it. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I was my
That's a good
boy.
idea.
Yeah, that's where we at. My partner sent me a book from prison, man. I have a whole book that I have to put in audio, and I don't know a thing about it, but I gave him my word, and I'm going to take the time out to make sure that it does get produced into that form, because that'll be the easiest form for me to do myself, to do the audio
Wow,
book. But I was look,
that's a good idea right there, man.
yeah, audio, man, audio book. I was talking to my boy again, Lester. His first introduction into everything was up under Jay Prince. So I got him being my manager. I got a chance to be around a lot of the workings, being an artist. And I was asking him. I said, man, he told me, hey man, Jay got a book. And Jay did his own. He read his own book, audio book. So when you look on it, if it's some copies on YouTube or not, I don't know if they're authentic or I don't know if they're not. I don't know, but they're
Right,
available, and you can live when you listen. Jay read, you know what I mean? He going down.
right.
He reading his own.
That's a
So
good idea. I wouldn't mind
yeah,
doing that because
yeah.
I really want to get the word out. And then one of the chapters in the book, people people say, Jay, what's your favorite chapter? Or if I wanted to get 5 words out of your book, what could you give me real quick that's gonna help me and blah 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 stuff like
Right.
that. And I'd have to say my chapter 6 in the
Mhm.
title is seek failure.
Mhm.
Right, seek after failure. A lot
Right.
of people are so afraid to fail,
Right. They don't
so
do
they don't
nothing.
try. They don't
Right.
do.
Exactly.
But it's only through failure
That you
where you
gonna learn.
adapt and you become stronger.
Exactly.
And that's in the fitness, that's in anything. If you want to
Anything.
build your muscle, you got to go through failure. Your muscle don't start to change until you start getting them reps in. And
Exactly.
most bodybuilders, they'll tell you about going to failure. And a lot
Exactly.
of us, the worldly thing is, well, I don't want to fail. I don't want
Take
this. I don't want to be
shortcuts.
looked at like this. I don't want to be focused on the wrong thing instead of the end of the result.
And then what they do is self sabotage themselves to come
Exactly.
up
They
to
never
come
even
up with
get
a
started.
reason. Yeah, and that brings me to say about our youth in school. A lot of them feel that they're not as smart as the rest of the class, so they'll be afraid to go up to the board and fail in front of people. When you only learn from failure. So if you get it wrong, you're gonna have that one little kid in the back sharing with you how to do it. You're gonna have to teach. So you're not gonna fail alone. You're gonna fail, but you're gonna be brought up to speed. But a lot of kids will cut class, miss school, and don't go because they don't want to be put on the spot at the board, or I don't want it to be known that I really don't have math down like that. But that's what the greatness of it is, when you can wake up the next day and know something new, you know?
Right.
So,
Right.
yeah, it's a
Right.
lot of those things, man. And I'm just thankful to be, like I said, a lot of this, not verbally word for word, but I learned from seeing and hearing. I'm a word person, but the words match what I'm looking at. I can understand to a greater degree, and I learned a lot from y'all three people, man. And I haven't been around y'all in even a long stretch of time, couple years. More so, I spent time with Lester, but you and Carlos are some impactful brothers, man. Y'all brothers is powerful, man, and I appreciate that. I've met some women that's just as great, but when you on that level, you don't really have time to mix with just people all the
Right.
time. So that's why things like books are necessary. You know what I mean? Stuff like
Right.
that is necessary to be able to take and transition or translate that into daily life. You know what I mean?
All in that spirit, man, is just he followed the spirit too, man, because it put him in a lot of good positions.
Right.
Just doing the poetry
Right.
and then having different events.
Yep.
You know, so yeah, he doing this thing, man.
Yeah.
That's good dude, man.
He on the grind, man. He on the grind.
Yeah,
And
that's what's up.
that's what's up. Man, I want to thank you, man, and I appreciate you for this time. I look forward to being able to do this again. And again, this is my first actual live stream, and I felt I was trying to get either one of you three, whoever allowed it to happen, y'all were the three that I was shooting for to be first. It just so happened that you were able and available, and I appreciate you for sharing that time. And out of them two, whoever has the time, because they busy. That's why I'm doing it like this through the phone, because I know y'all busy. I know you can't really just show up somewhere and commit time.
Let me know, man. Anything I can do, because my thing right now is to create more free time and enjoy.
Okay. Okay.
My buddies, we work,
Right.
work. We gotta learn how to. Like, I got a real good buddy in Mad Hatter.
Mad Hatter. Now you used to train a lot of them, right? Mad Hatter and Chamillionaire and Power, all of them boys, right? J Mac. That's where they got their roots with you, ain't it?
All of them, man.
The other little dude, the little producer, Draythoven.
Yeah.
What's his name? Yeah, Shay Atkins. Shay Atkins is this is how ironic our circle is, like right there with each other. Shay Atkins is the first cousin of my partner who owned the barbershop where I work.
Wow.
Oh, they first cousins, man. And I've been knowing her brother for a long time, and I never knew that was his sister. You did? I mean, but it's just how things are, in close proximity.
I got a picture with all them too, man.
Yeah.
Chamillionaire, he doing his I forgot what he doing right now.
Yeah.
He's still making money.
Chamillionaire's a brainiac, man. He's smart.
Yeah. I remember when he was getting ready to make it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make it. Y'all don't know. I'm gonna make it.
Yeah.
Man, that's a blessing right there.
And he did it.
Connected to them people.
Yeah, man, on that level.
But I was talking to Mad Hatter, and he was like, "We work, grind, work, save money, be careful, work. But now we need to enjoy it.
Enjoy, man. Right.
Trying to create more free time.
Right.
To enjoy stuff.
Right.
My kids and all that family.
Mm-hmm.
Cruises. Just get
all that. Yeah, exactly. Cause you train a lot of professional people too, though. You train a lot of business owners.
Yeah, even more so now.
Right.
If you want me now, my price is different. And
exactly. Right. Exactly.
If I leave my house,
it's gonna cost. Exactly.
Make sure you get what you need to get.
Get what you need.
You shouldn't all stay the same.
Right.
You've been in business for so many years. You should be doing the same.
And people get mad at us when we raise the prices. Man, what you charge? I can go to the barber college. Well, if you wanted to be at the barber college, you would not be here haggling me about prices right now. You'd be over there at the barber college knowing that you're not going to leave happy. So just sit down and wait and enjoy a professional haircut, brother. You're going to be all right.
Yeah, one of my clients, he pays barber $150 an hour.
Right.
For a haircut.
Right.
Give him a big old tip.
Right.
He wait in line. This is
yeah.
I do.
Right. Yeah.
He'll pay his barber. And Steve Harvey said he been with his barber while he had his hair. Been with his barber for so many years. He ended up paying his barber $1,500 a month when he started moving around.
To travel with him. Travel with him. Yeah.
He traveled with him. So now the dude is worth like $3 to $4 million.
Hey man, I have a friend in the barber, and he's in Arlington. This boy's so live. I met him when I was in barber college. He in Dallas, Brandon Buford. Man, this boy they brought him out to cut everybody hair at the Super Bowl. He don't cut nothing but Hall of Famers, DJ Khaled. I'm talking about he cuts them, and he right out there in Arlington. He built up some high-rise barbering places where you can go and elevate up, and got it. The ambience is live, but he built his way on up through that, and he been doing his thing. So it's out there.
He kept adding. That's what you need to do with this. That's why I love to support people that's doing something.
Mm-hmm.
It don't matter where you start. It don't matter
how
you start.
Right.
Just get started.
Just get started.
You water and let God get the glory out of it.
Right.
God feed you.
Right.
So I'm humble, and I'm focused on humble beginnings, because I
right.
remember when I started with one bench press.
Right.
One piece of equipment.
Right.
I knew where I was going, and I had to go to the pawn shop. I
Buy
still
other.
remember going in my
Right.
jewelry.
Right.
I still remember buying one piece of equipment at a time.
Right.
Somebody gonna help me get a gym.
Somebody. Right. Right.
Then Carlos Blackwell said, "Man, somebody know somebody that knows somebody that's selling the gym." And then he let me pay payments.
Right. On the gym.
Don't
Wow.
nobody do that, man. Don't
No.
nobody.
No. No,
I
sir.
payments. He
That's
charged me
good.
25,000 for the gym, man. So
Uh huh.
I paid 800 a month until I paid him off, man. So
Wow.
I
That's
just
good.
I gotta do what I learned.
Got to
If
do
I
it.
see somebody else going through the motion, I gotta grab them and help them. That's
Right.
it.
Right. Hey, is Todd still working out with that with you?
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Todd ain't going nowhere.
Tell Todd I say what's up, man. That's a good dude, man. I
Yeah,
last time I seen his son was a little bit of something. He getting big, I know, ain't
man. His son
he?
half his height, man. That
Oh
boy
man.
getting tall, man.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
that's good. That's good,
yeah. I
man.
tell him, man. He be there. He be there. He there every day, man.
Okay.
Got some real good trainers over there.
I'm sure. I know. I see it's a nice little upgrade too. I like that. I like the walls, how you did the walls.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
changing it up, man. Cause you gotta
Yeah.
keep on adding. So
Gotta keep
get ready to
adding,
move
man.
around to something else. So yeah,
That's
yeah.
right. I gotta get me some of them clothes, man. I didn't never get the new shirts and stuff you had. So I'm gonna come get me some.
Hit
You
me up,
still
man. I'll get something ready for you. What you a large?
Yeah, Lord.
I
Okay.
got you. I
Okay.
got you. Let me know.
Okay. All right. Well, man, I'm gonna sign off, man, and I appreciate you allowing me to have this time to interview you, man. It's a blessing, man, to even be able to, get your words because your words are powerful to me, and I know you got to be changing lives over there because you had an impact on me, man, in a short time. So I appreciate knowing you, man.
Just let me
So,
know, man, and what I can
okay,
do next, man. I'm just looking
okay,
to do something next.
okay,
I appreciate you.
okay, brother. Take care.
All right, now.
All right.
Take care.
Closing.